Shiba Inus have a reputation for being independent, but are they really that independent? In this video, we'll take a closer look and see. First of all, it is true that Shiba Inus have a strong sense of independence and a bit of a lone wolf mentality. Originally, they were bred in Japan to be hunting dogs, so they have a natural instinct to work alone and make decisions on their own. This independence shows in their behavior. They can be aloof and reserved, and sometimes might even prefer to spend time alone rather than with their owners. But here's the thing, even though Shiba Inus do like to do their own thing, they're still social creatures at heart. They have a strong pack instinct and love being with their owners and other dogs. They just might not be right at their feet all the time. They're also generally really friendly and affectionate with people they trust. So while they may have a bit of a lone wolf mentality, they're not completely independent and still do enjoy the company of others. In fact, if you leave them alone for too long, they can become frustrated, restless, and even destructive. So in this sense, they really aren't that independent because they do need people and other dogs to feel fully at ease. And when it comes to training, yes, Shiba Inus also have a reputation for being stubborn and difficult to train because of this independent streak. And it's true, they can definitely be a handful. They have a strong will and they can be stubborn and resistant to commands even if they know exactly what you want them to do. They're also rarely able to be walked off leash because they have a mind of their own and an extremely powerful prey instinct, which will have them running off without a second thought and not too keen on coming back when you call them. But don't worry, because with the right approach, Shiba Inus can still definitely be trained. They respond really well to positivity and encouragement, and they love food, of course, toys, and lots of praise. For us, after 4 years of owning Tadashi, we can definitely attest to the fact that he is very independent. He does what he wants and sometimes doesn't need to be super close to us. On the other hand, our other dog, Sada, is a typical Velcro dog who is always at our feet and always needs to be near us. Tadashi, however, will sometimes be in another part of the house and just observe us from afar. And to be honest, that's really just part of his charm. It's part of the Shiba charm. Shibas are proud, confident, and just extremely secure within themselves. To be honest, I look at Tadashi a lot of times and I think like we all could benefit from being a bit more like him. But just because he's so self-assured and doesn't always need us and is kind of detached a lot of the times, it really doesn't mean that he doesn't need and love us. He just doesn't need to show it at all times and doesn't need constant attention, which is kind of nice actually. But we definitely make sure to give him plenty of walks and give him time to smell, and we're fortunate to be able to have another dog that he can play with and also lounge around with, because if no one is home, then he at least has our other dog to keep him company. So in the end, Shiba Inus are known to be independent, but they're honestly not as independent as they're often made out to be. They're still really social animals that love the company of their owners and other dogs. And with the right training, they can definitely be well behaved. The most important thing we found is to shower him with love and positivity and to just engage with him regularly. Taking him out twice a day for long walks and allowing him to smell as much as he wants really helps to keep him calm and happy at home. And despite his independence, he never fails to sleep right beside our bed every single night. And it's the sweetest thing. So Shiba Inus may sometimes ignore your commands, but in the end, they truly do need you and they do love you. And being needed and loved by your Shiba is truly a special thing.